Hello there, friends. It's Empress Danny, and I'm so glad to be with you guys today. Thank you for hitting that like button, starting off strong. Make sure you share this channel with your friends and that you are also subscribed. We're going to jump in. Didn't do a daily grind today, but we're going to get some messages for the week ahead. Definitely getting a lot of messages coming up in my meditation. So we're going to do a live on Tarot Palace at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. I would encourage you to join us because I'm getting a lot of names and just a lot of messages. For now, we're just going to do a check-in, obviously using Oracle here, and it looks like for some of you there's something that you're overcoming. I do feel like for some of you there is I'm hearing shortage, but I'm feeling the energy of like an information shortage. You either weren't given enough information, or there's something that someone else feels that you're needing to inform them of. Someone is perhaps going to be coming to you. I really get the energy of somebody being put in a position where they're like, look, I'm smart enough to know that I have to face whatever this is. There is some sort of conflict that it feels like someone, maybe even through the creation of competition, tried to maybe find a way around. But I feel like they're learning now that, again, I'm hearing wisdom is the best teacher, that they're going to have to make a decision. It feels like, it's like prepare for this because there's not going to be a way around this. It feels like there's some sort of hierarchy involved. So some of you, this has to do with someone is maybe feeling defeated because there was something taken up a ladder, an issue that was pushed, something that was escalated is the energy that I get. Some of you, this is in a workplace dynamic and something was taken to the organization. I'm also hearing administration. And because it was taken to administration, it feels like whatever, like I said, the competing interest was here, it defeated it, and it's almost like I can't do this. I have to figure this out. Someone's realizing this. Hello, love, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Divine angel. Nonetheless, someone is, I get the energy of through whatever this is, and it's crazy how this works. It's like if people try to compete with you, if they try to challenge you, if they want to maybe create a struggle for you, to perhaps avoid their own struggle, what that does, even, especially when, thank you for that, especially when you are willing to oppose whatever that is, it's like resistance. Obviously, I talk about racism quite a bit. It's like when you're willing to pose a resistance and say, that's not okay, you can't do that to me, then what it does is it challenges them to think smarter. So whoever you're dealing with, they were in a position where, again, I just heard aggress. So maybe someone wanted to be aggressive towards you with whatever this is. I really kind of feel like you've laid a really solid foundation. And it's almost like the way that you're going about this is orderly. I'm getting the energy of being fact-based. And for some of you, that's what's missing on another person's end, is that there are some disparities when it comes to having, I just heard the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's bringing a person to, again, while trying to find ways around this, it's almost like mental gymnastics. It has actually strengthened their mind to a point of arriving at a decision making, a fork in the road, in a sense, where they're realizing, I have to face this. But it's almost like this process of trying to find ways around it, I just heard trying to dodge it, has strengthened them to a point of being able to realize that. So there is benefit in that. I do feel like everyone's growing through whatever this is. Even some of you maybe realizing, I can't keep going through this. I just heard Emerald Lagasse kick this up a notch. So some of you, through realizing that you had to kick it up a notch, that was your point of breaking through a barrier when it came to your way of thinking and being willing to come up with a plan. And it feels like you guys are now in that planning phase. And I do want you to know, Spirit is saying, because you were willing to do that, and I kind of get, for some of you, it's work the plan. Maybe you had a plan all along, but you did not deploy it. And I feel like Spirit is saying, no, break away, go ahead and do that. If you're doing that, Spirit promises there's going to be some movement in the right direction on the horizon. Okay, I do feel like heartache and losses here. It lets me know that someone's innocence has been taken. Okay, for some of you, it's you. I was naive in thinking that whatever this is would work itself out. And that may be what you're having to let go of. Sometimes that's hurtful. That's hard. I hoped you would get it together. I hope that you would find your way. I had hoped that you would grow up. I hope that you would do the right thing. But it's almost in realizing when someone is not going to, or when they have essentially chosen not to, that I have to still do what I believe in my heart is right. So I do feel like in some way this week there could definitely be a parting of ways where you're having to do the right thing, or someone else who maybe even is it's like you thought would do the right thing, would be about the right, they're not doing that, so you're having to again break away. Some of you, this is going to lead to a confrontation. Again, I had hoped that we wouldn't have to come to this. I had hoped that this wouldn't have to be addressed, but now I'm in a position where I can't fight whatever this is anymore. I have to hurt your feelings. I have to, sorry to disappoint you, is kind of the energy that I get. But you're not a kid anymore. And I feel like this is karmic. Whatever you're dealing with is karmic. And now that you're realizing that, it's almost like spirit is showing you, perhaps even where you were at this quote unquote fork in the road previously. And through whatever this fork is, showing you what you need to do differently. And you are having the strength, the courage, the confidence to change the way that you're going about this. Lots of fives here, 555. So if you've been in a situation where things have been difficult, know that the energy is changing, and that's beginning with the catalyst that is you. That change is beginning inside of you. Spirit is growing you up in many ways, showing you how to get some things together, showing you what the right approach is, and on the other side of that is a spiritual union. So you just need to know that there's partnership. Some of you, this is a strengthened bond between you and your inner spirit, right? You and the Holy Spirit, learning to trust more, agreeing to trust more, because in some way spirit is getting you through something that it feels like you would not have gone through otherwise. You would have not been able to find your way out of otherwise. So some of you, this is a person, and the relationship bond is deepening because you were willing perhaps to challenge them. This could even be because you were willing to work through some things that were challenging between the two of you. And it's almost like for some of you, it's like if a situation was very discontented, I'm not happy with this. I don't like this. I can't accept this. I'm tired of this. If you've been in that situation, you've been in that position, just know that spirit is bringing some things together. Chances are, whomever it is that you're dealing with is in a similar mind space. Okay. They're perhaps feeling the same way. I'm tired of dealing with this. I can't do this. And the Holy Spirit is bringing you both into a like mind, oneness. So do know that oneness will be achieved from whatever the circumstance is. I do think it's important to note that we're all in different places. So for some of you, whomever it is that you may be dealing with may not be at the point of oneness yet. They may still be trying to fight. They may not be at the level of oneness that you are at yet, which means that you may not be able to come together with them. But that's where your partnership with the Holy Spirit is going to supply for whatever it is that was lacking. It's going to allow you to accept that they're not where you are, and they can't go perhaps where it is that you're going. Like I said, on the other side, for some of you, there is going to be a sense of leveling up where through whatever this circumstance, someone's breaking through, they're reaching your level and recognizing the wisdom in doing things the right way, being very discontented with maybe even settling for shortcuts or, disparities that exist. And as a result of that, because they're not willing to settle anymore and they're willing to step up, they're maybe even taking some initiative to step up, form some sort of partnership, come into oneness or union with you. It feels like you're going to be able to, it feels like the relationship or partnership will become more comfortable as a result. I really get a peace ushering in where you are cool, they're cool. I really kind of get, some of you may take some time away. But I feel like the energy, the love is ushering back into a circumstance. Yeah, I'm seeing that heart chakra card. So I definitely feel like for some of you, this is something that someone was covering up, something that we're dishonest about, something that they were hiding. We also have to remember that the opposite of love, which is very much a part of love, is hatred. So for some of you, your open-hearted nature caused a person to hate themselves. It can definitely be manifesting as envy, where something that they saw in you decided to be envious of, as opposed to opening their own heart and recognizing that aspect in themselves. So I do feel like some of you, that may be what you're having to accept as you decide to go a different direction or take a different approach, work things out in a different manner. It feels like they're eventually going to arrive at where you are. Like I said, this could be now, this could be later. The timing is not important. What's important is that you go the direction that Spirit is asking you to go. And just know that as you do so, perhaps even accepting that there's some others that you won't be able to take with you, Spirit is cultivating and creating a life of comfortability so that you feel good about your decisions. You have peace with the choices that you've made, and you can sleep at night knowing that you've done the right thing. Guys, that's what I have for you. Again, meet us over at Tarot Palace at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look forward to a live session. Going to have a lot of channeled messages because I feel them starting to flow in now. So look forward to seeing you in the place. I love you. Thank you for liking that video, sharing, subscribing. We'll talk again real soon. Bye for now.